Welcome back to Cat and Dogs on Wheels. If you're new to the channel, I'm Cat. This is Echo, RJ. And this is RJ. Together we're Cat and Dogs on Wheels. So it's time to catch you up where we are. We made it to Quartzsite. So let me get you to Quartzsite with us. Basically, this is about plans change due to circumstances beyond our control. So the plan was to leave on Thursday for Quartzsite and attend the first day of the RTR on Friday. So on Wednesday, we made a trip to Parker to stock up on supplies at Walmart. And then Thursday, we got everything all packed up and ready to rock and roll. First, we went to the post office. Look what I got at the post office today from Lisa, my viewer slash friend. I'm very excited. These ones are ones that will go on the roof. Woohoo, they're heavy. I have to say thank you so much, Lisa. That was a huge pay it forward that you did for me. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Next stop, we went to the Flying J. I do like the Flying J in Ehrenberg. And we fueled up and did laundry and ate at Wendy's. And then I got sick, really sick, too sick to drive. I'm not saying it was food poisoning at Wendy's. I don't know what it was, but I was really sick. And I was spending basically my time in a bathroom stall. I didn't want to get too far away from the toilet. I mean, I spent a long time in the stall. And while I was sick in the stall, Mary was socializing and made friends with a truck driver. And she told him her friend was in the bathroom sick. And he gave Mary 2 shower tickets. Now, the showers are $18 at the truck stop, so that wasn't in our scheduled plans at all. But he thought a shower would make us both feel better. And he was right. It was glorious. I mean, it didn't make me not sick, but I sure felt better. And then Friday morning, I was feeling good enough to drive. So Friday morning, we took off because we were going to make it to the RTR. Well, of course, first stop, we wanted to find our camping spot. And when we pulled into Skadden Wash, there at the very beginning, a friend of ours, Derek, we met at the bus build, he was parked at the very entrance. So before we went out searching beyond the crowds and beyond all the RVs and campers and everything, we're going to stop to say hi to Derek. But as we were pulling in, I'm behind Mary, and as we were pulling in, suddenly fluid just came spewing out of the bottom of her bus. And smoke started coming out. And Mary jumped out and grabbed Captain and got away, and I backed my bus up so it wasn't close to Max. And with horrified, as we watched Max smoking, Derek came running with a fire extinguisher. You can imagine the horror that was going through Mary's mind. It was going through mine. Max just got bodywork paint job and the inside rebuilt, and now he's going to burn. I mean, it was very traumatic. But as it turns out, it wasn't fuel. It was transmission fluid, and it wasn't smoke, it was steam from the fluid leaking on hot engine parts. So, that's the lucky part. The bad news is the transmission is shot. Mary found a mobile mechanic, good guy. But the issue was we were devastated because now we were stuck, and we were stuck at the beginning of Skag Wash, where there's people who are obviously living there, and there's lots of garbage. There's even piles of garbage, and quite a few campers, and across the way even nice RVs. But I mean, it was not a place where we would choose to camp, and certainly didn't want to be stuck there for a long period of time. It would be like living in the city in the bad side of town. I mean, I don't even want to live in the city in the good side of town, you know? But he could Band-Aid fix it so that we could drive a short distance and find a better spot for us to camp and wait out this whole transmission business. So that's what we did. And he followed us to make sure that we made it where we were going. Plus then he'd know where we were at. Well, the original plan was to find a new or a rebuilt transmission and put it in. Well, after a week of looking and searching, there wasn't one. So now the next option, plan B, is to rebuild the transmission. The bummer about that is it takes longer. And so right now, the transmission is in the shop getting rebuilt. And we're still hanging here in Quartzsite. Now, we didn't make it to the RTR on Friday. We did make it on Saturday. We actually went a couple of days to the RTR. We didn't stay the full day. The highlights for me of the RTR was seeing our friends that we met on the build, and all the adorable, cute variety of dogs. But because Echo is such a shit, Echo and RJ had to stay in the bus. So they weren't walking around seeing all these cute dogs. I was a bit jealous that they had dogs that could walk around and be sociable. RJ could, but Echo couldn't, and I didn't want to leave her in the bus alone. They had a nomad 70s and 80s cover rock band. I really enjoyed that. We did go for the evening to watch the Nomad movie, and it's a good movie. I've seen it before, and it's a good movie. In my personal opinion, it's a little dark. It's not like an upbeat, happy movie. The RTR is a great thing, and it does a good service, and it's great for newbies or people who are looking for community and wanting to get friends and caravans to join and stuff like that. So it's a good thing. I mean, it's a good, happy event. So what have we been doing while we were here in Quartzsite? Well, for me personally, I like hanging out at camp and playing with the dogs and working on videos and cleaning. There's so much cleaning. It's so dirty in the desert. I do a lot of cleaning. But just enjoying nature and the sun. My God, the weather. This is the best winter weather, isn't it, RJ? This is the best winter weather. I'm loving it. We've had, I think, since we've been here, since I came here in December, we've had 3 days that it rained. And we have our windy days. Days that are windy enough that we have to take the canopy down and sort of but nothing like all the rain and snow and freezing temperatures that everybody else is dealing with. So I'm very, very happy to be spending the winter here. I'm just anxious to get to Ehrenberg. The plan was to head back to Ehrenberg for the skooliepaluza. Well, we were still sitting here while the skooliepaluza went on. So what were we doing with ourselves? Stay tuned and I'll give you some more details about life boondocking in the desert and some of the stuff that we're doing. But all in all, even though we expected to be in Ehrenberg, but I have to say we're enjoying our stay in the desert. So anyway, until next time, everyone take care. If you're traveling, safe travels. And if you're in the Quartzsite, Ehrenberg area, let me know and we'll meet up.